Hello, friends. You have heard about Atlantis, that mysterious city about which Plato wrote around 360 BC. It was a highly advanced civilization, but it was destroyed by a natural disaster, possibly a flood. The story of Atlantis has captured the imagination of people for centuries, and there have been many attempts to find its actual location. However, no definitive evidence of Atlantis has ever been found. But in ancient times, there is mention of a similar city, which we call the City of the Lord. Krishna's Dwarka city, an ancient city once inhabited by Lord Krishna. This city is considered to be one of the oldest cities in the world. According to historians, the city of Dwarka is an ancient city 9,000 years old, whose remains are still present in the depths of the sea. Like Atlantis, Dwarka is also said to have sunk under the ocean sometime in the distant past. It is believed that there are many such secrets in India which are buried inside the earth and are waiting for the right time to come in front of them. It is said that, like Atlantis, Dwarka was also beautiful and huge. After all, what happened suddenly at that time? That this whole city was submerged in the water. Friends, from the discovery of scientists and its remains found in the depths of the ocean, whatever the mystery and reason are from the beginning of Dwarka city to its sinking, I will give you all the details about it. So stay with me to know the truth of this mythological story, because I'll give you some evidence to prove it, that this ancient story is not mere fantasy, but reality. So this story starts with Lord Shri Krishna, who doesn't know about him. Lord Shri Krishna is a revered deity in Hinduism, known for his multifaceted attributes, including being a guru, the giver of spiritual knowledge in the Bhagavad Gita, a musician, an architect, a physician, and the founder of the legendary city of Dwarka. He is considered a symbol of excellence in various aspects of life and is widely worshipped and admired in Hindu tradition. According to the 10th chapter of the Bhagavata Purana, after defeating his maternal uncle Kansa, Lord Krishna started living in Mathura with the Yadava clan. Out of anger over Kansa's death, Kansa's father-in-law Jarasandha attacked Mathura. Jarasandha repeatedly attacked Mathura 17 times. Disturbed by these continuous attacks, Lord Krishna decided to leave Mathura and go elsewhere. Lord Krishna ordered the construction of a massive city on the seashore. However, this was not possible without the permission of the sea deity. At that time, Lord Krishna prayed to the sea deity. The sea deity became pleased and blessed Lord Krishna with 12 yojanas of land in the middle of the sea. It was on this land that Lord Vishwakarma built the city of Dwarka. Dwarka was a well-planned city that could rival modern urban planning. It had roads, golden palaces, grand gates, gardens, ponds, and everything was constructed with great architectural skill. In the center of the city was Lord Krishna's palace, which was the most beautiful building in the city. When this city was built, Lord Krishna used his mystical powers to transport his family and the entire Yadava clan from Mathura to Dwarka. Afterward, he went to Mathura and fought battles against Jarasandha and Kalyavan. After his victories, Lord Krishna returned to Dwarka and lived happily with his family. According to mythology, mainly two events were responsible for the merger of Dwarka into the sea. First, the way every creature born on this earth is trapped between happiness and sorrow. Shri Krishna was also a part of this group. After some time, the war of Mahabharata started between Pandav and Kaurav, in which Shri Krishna played an important role as the charioteer of Arjuna. This fierce war continued for 18 days, and ultimately the Pandav won. After the Mahabharata war, Gandhari, the mother of the Kaurav, in separation from her sons, cursed Shri Krishna that after 36 years, his dynasty would also be destroyed. And second, Krishna's son Sam was cursed by other sages. When Krishna's son Sam and some of his friends planned mischief with the sages, Sam disguised himself as a pregnant woman and went to the ascetics to inquire about their child. Upon seeing his mischief, the sages became angry and cursed Samb, that he would give birth to an iron pestle that would be the cause of the destruction of the Yadav dynasty. When the boys saw it, they found a real iron pestle in Samb's clothes. When this matter came to the knowledge of King Ugrasena, the grandfather of Lord Sri Krishna, he broke the pestle into pieces and threw it into the sea. A fish swallowed those pieces. The fishermen caught the fish, and when they cut it open, they found those pieces of iron. A hunter used these pieces to make poisoned arrows. 36 years passed, and the time for Gandhari's curse to come true had arrived. The Yadav dynasty was intoxicated with liquor, and slowly they started fighting among themselves. The fighting escalated to the point that the Yadav dynasty itself engaged in a full-fledged war. Even the sons of Lord Sri Krishna started fighting amongst themselves. One by one, the entire dynasty was destroyed. When Lord Sri Krishna saw this, he sat down under a peepal tree. At that moment, a hunter named Jara mistook him for a deer and shot an arrow. This hunter was the same person who had earlier made arrows from the iron pieces found in the fish's belly. The poisonous arrow hit Lord Krishna's foot. In this way, Lord Krishna also left this world and returned to his abode. When Arjuna learned about this, he rushed to Dwarka. Upon witnessing the scene, his heart began to beat rapidly. Dwarka was burning with fire, but Arjuna, following Lord Krishna's instructions, managed to rescue all the women and children. Once everyone was safely evacuated, Dwarka submerged into the sea. Lord Krishna's Dwarka disappeared forever into the Arabian Sea. Presently, Dwarka is divided into two parts, Dwarka and Bet Dwarka. Dwarka is a city situated on the seashore. Bet Dwarka is an island in the middle of the sea. Earlier, people used to say that Dwarka city is a fictional city, and fictional stories have no history. But when the first historical mention of Dwarka was found on a 6th century copper plate found in Bhavnagar, Gujarat, then people started to trust it. In 1963, the first archaeological excavation was conducted here, which yielded several ancient artifacts and sculptures. From these findings, an intriguing theory emerged that suggested Lord Krishna administered his entire kingdom from Dwarka and lived there with his family. Subsequently, between 1979 and 1990, Dr. S.R. Rao, an underwater archaeologist, and his team took up the mission to complete this task. After several days of searching underwater, they discovered the remains of an astonishing city beneath the water. Along with the strong foundations of the city's walls, they found numerous stones, pillars, statues, irrigation systems, and much more. However, how could it be confirmed that the ruins were indeed of Lord Krishna's kingdom of Dwarka, buried so deeply beneath the earth? To confirm this, archaeologists decided to conduct carbon dating of the stones. Carbon dating is a process used to estimate the possible age of a stone through various techniques. Dr. Narahari Achar used information about the planets and minor celestial bodies described in the Mahabharata to estimate that the Mahabharata war occurred in 326 BCE. According to the Mahabharata, the construction of Dwarka also took place during the Dwapar Yuga. When they conducted carbon dating on these stones, it was revealed that these stones had a deep historical connection. However, it's important to note that stones can be from various time periods. So, how can it be conclusively proven? This led archaeologists to start measuring the submerged city's area beneath the sea. Surprisingly, the measurements indicated that the city's size matched the dimensions described in the Bhagavata Purana, the place where the sea god had granted the land to Lord Krishna for the construction of Dwarka. Moreover, a large number of anchors have been found in this area, indicating that Dwarka was once a historical port from where India established commercial relationships with other countries for centuries. Due to a lack of resources, this excavation was paused for a while, but in 2007, under the direction of the Archaeological Survey of India, divers of the Indian Navy successfully retrieved a sample of the remains of the city of Dwarka from the sea. situated near the Gulf of Kutch in Gujarat, with the help of Navy's diver in the coastal area of Dwarka city. Archaeological expert carried out excavation work in the sea after extensive survey and also found the chunk of limestones lying there, giving information about the initial results of this third operation conducted in collaboration with the Navy. The marine archaeological specialist of the Archaeological Survey of India told that these rare samples were sent not only to the country, but also to the laboratories of foreign countries. And according to the information received from there and carbon dating research, these samples are 9,500 years old. Foreign scientists were also quite surprised to know about it. This was the real purpose of sending these samples to a foreign laboratory. That there is no doubt about it, all misconceptions go away. The diver of the Navy did this excavation work within a radius of 40,000 square meters and collected 200 samples of the section of the building lying there, which were told limestone. The archaeologist said that this section seems to be the remains of a city or temple. Specialists excavated not only in the sea but also on land, and in this excavation up to 10 meters deep, many coins and art were also found. According to one theory, the land on which Dwarka was built 9,500 years ago was initially above sea level. However, due to the gradual rise in sea levels, Lord Krishna's city submerged into the sea. But then the question arises about the gradual increase in sea levels, and as per the Mahabharata, the waves that engulfed Dwarka during Arjuna's time, drowning the entire city in a moment. Today, many people consider the Mahabharata and Ramayana, along with other ancient stories about the birth of Lord Vishnu's avatars and other ancient tales, as myths. However, not only Dwarka, but several other discoveries on this earth provide evidence of Indians' existence not only during the time of the Indus Valley civilization and Mohenjo-daro, but even thousands of years before that. What are your opinions about this? Please write in the comment box. Jai Shri Krishna.